Hello student, in today's lesson we'll be learning about difference between Java and C. So first we will see what are the major difference between C and Java. So in the first column we'll be listing out C, in the second column we'll be listing out Java. So first difference is C and Java is, C is a procedure oriented programming language. So Java is object oriented language. So procedure oriented programming language is nothing but C is a structured programming language. So C program will consist of set of procedures, or you can say that set of methods. These methods will execute one by one. So that's why C is a procedure oriented programming language. So in Java, Java is object oriented programming language. So in Java, everything will be treated as object. So if your Java program will consist of variables and methods or procedure or function. So that variable and function will be treated as the object only. Okay, and Java is based on the object oriented concept like object, class, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. So that's why Java is a object oriented programming language. So next difference, in C, declaration of variable is at the beginning of the block. Okay, so whenever you writing any C programming language, at the beginning of the program, after immediate main method, you need to declare the variables. So as with respect to Java, the declaration of variables can happen at any place inside the function, outside the function, anyway. So that is the second difference. So third one is, so C does not support threading. So in C programming, we don't have any concept called threading or multi-threading. So C does not support threading. So in Java, we'll be learning about what is thread, what is multi-threading, how we can create a multi-threading program. Okay, Java support the concept called threading. So thread is nothing but it is the smallest unit of program. So a single program can be divided into multiple parts. That one part you can call it as a thread. So next, C support pointers and Java does not support the pointers. So in C, you'll be learning about the pointers. Okay. So pointer is removed in Java because pointer is a complex concept, and as well as this for the security reason also the pointer concept is removed in Java. So C have the pointer concept, Java does not support the pointers. So next difference is C is a platform dependent. So platform dependent means suppose that you are running your C programming on Windows. Okay, that program can be run on only Windows operating system. So I is with respect to Java, Java is platform independent. So Java is platform independent because so once you run the Java program, you will get the bytecode. So that bytecode can be run on any of the operating system. So that's why Java is platform independent and C is platform dependent. So next difference is C follows top-down approach, Java follows bottom-up approach. Okay, so we already saw that C is a structure-based programming language. The execution of the C programming starts from the main. After immediately main, whatever the method you are included in, that method will execute. After that, next method. So step by from the top, the execution of the program will start. So main method is present at the top in the C. So you can consider the Java program. So in Java, you'll be having set of the method. After class, you'll be having variables method, set up the methods. After all methods, you'll be having the main method. So main method is at the bottom of the program. Okay. In Java, the execution of the program also start from the main. So main is at the bottom. So Java is bottom up approach. C is top down approach because main is at the top. So next difference, C does not support OOPS concept. So C does not support OOP concept. Java supports OOPS concept. So in C, will not be learning about what is object, what is class, what is inheritance, what is polymorphism. So these are the important OOPS concept which is not supported in the C. So next, Java supports OOPS concept. So Java is the object-oriented programming language, which is based on the object-oriented concept like class, object, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and so on. Okay, C does not support the OOPS concept. Java supports the OOPS concept. So next is C is a compiled language. Java is a compiled as well as interpreted language. Okay, once you write the C program, you need to compile the C program. So once you compile the C program, uh, it will tell if it having any errors or not. So next, you need to run the C code directly. So in Java, you'll be having two parts. First compiler, second one JVM. So first you compile the Java program using the Java compiler, that is Java C. So once you compile the Java program, you will get the bytecode, that is dot class file. So that dot class file or bytecode is given to the JVM. So JVM will interpret that code and it will produce the result. So that's reason Java is both compiled as well as interpreted programming language, and C is only compiled language. The last difference is C is a low level language and Java is a high level language. So C is machine friendly language, or you can say that the C is the assembly language, and C does not support any abstraction to the computer. So that reason C is a low level language. So in Java, Java is a programmer friendly programming language. Java supports abstraction. You'll be having the abstraction concept in Java. So that's the reason you can say that Java is a high level programming language. So these are the some of the difference between Java and C. So next you will see the difference between Java and C++. In the first column we are having C++, in the next column we have the Java program. So first difference is C++ programming supports operator overloading. Java programming does not support operator overloading. So this operator overloading is nothing but at this is like a runtime polymorphism. At the compile time of the program, a special meaning will be provided to operators. So that is possible in C++. So to avoid the ambiguity, so operator overloading is not supported in the Java program. So that is the first difference. So next difference is C++ programming has a support of template classes. So in Java, you don't have a template classes. So template classes are the classes which are uh, based on these template classes. Will be creating a generic class. So that is not supported in the Java program. So this is the second difference. Next, third difference. C++ programming language support multiple inheritance. So in Java, so multiple inheritance is not supported. So multiple inheritance is nothing but, so inheritance means acquiring the properties of parent class. So multiple inheritance means a child class acquires properties from multiple classes like two or more classes. So that is supported in C++. So in Java, multiple inheritance is not supported. So this multiple inheritance is achieved by using the concept called interface. So next, in C++ supports global variables, but we don't have Java does not support the global variable concept. So in C++, global variables are the variables that are declared at the top of the program outside any function. So outside any function means even the outside of main. The variables will be declared outside any function. So those variables are called as global variable. So that concept is not supported in the Java programming. So we also have global variables in Java. It means that variables are declared at the top of the class. So within the class, you will be declaring the variables. So next, the C++ programming supports pointers. The pointer concept is not supported in the Java. Next, this C++ programming will not have a destructor function with finalize, but in Java we have finalize function. So the finalize function is a function which is used for deallocating memory. That is nothing but for the garbage collection. So whenever you call finalize method, so it will deallocate memory for the unused object. So this concept is not supported in the C++ programming. And the last difference is C++ programming has header files. Java does not have header files. Suppose that if you are using any predefined function in C++, so you need to include that particular header file. That header file will end with .h. So you need to include the header file. So in Java, whenever using any predefined function, so you need to import that class. It is importing. So here in C++, you need to include the header file. So these are the difference between Java and C and Java and C++. Thank you, students.